The worst case scenario is that somehow he gets it done. And then, as I talked about, you're going to see a flight of the rich. You're going to see a flight of big business. You're going to see all of the rent prices, or I'm sorry, all the available apartments dry up. You're going to see people either being homeless or fleeing New York City for other states because they have to, because there's no place to live. You're going to see the marketplaces, as I mentioned, dry up. And you're going to see the other grocery stores, by the way, get more expensive because the products are being sucked out that should be cheap and available in regular marketplaces. Well, now those are all going to be filtered through to these failing government stores. So now everything else at the other stores is going to be higher priced, because now with no stores that are available with cheap goods, everybody's going to have to be forced to go to the more expensive stores, the Whole Foods or the bodega marketplaces. And let's see, maybe they'll put some price caps on those marketplaces, and then they'll have shortages. You're going to see an absolute collapse of the city. Even though my relatives live there, I think that would be preferable to me, because you have to have an illustration of what happens. You have to have a modern day US version of this to remind people what happens when you follow these communist manifestos, when you put these in actions, when you get in front of the free marketplace and say you're not allowed to function here, and the effects of that. It has to be so pronounced and powerful that people look at it, that historians write about it, and that finally Americans wake up again to what is going on here, and that you have to embrace individualism and entrepreneurship. You have to lower barriers for people to entry into the marketplace, to provide goods, to provide services, to build, to thrive, to create, to interact. You cannot have systems in place that prohibit that, or else all you're going to do is create squalor. And you're going to see that in New York City if Mamdani has his way.